Hello, everyone. John and Pierre back again. Another beer ramble after a couple of days off. Well, back again today, looking at straight to ale, Sand Island Lighthouse. It says a German style ale on the bottom of the can, but it's a kolsch, Kolsch style, 5.1 ABV. Damn, it just happens every single time I open this can. Things start spilling out. It's a very frothy beer. Bought this beer back in recently. Had this beer before back in 2013. 44 score overall for the beer style. Overall score for the beer. 76 for the style on Rate Beer. It gets an 83 score good on Beer Advocate. I've always said about this beer. This beer gets very, very foamy, very fast, very quickly. So, for whatever the reason. Um, Straight to Ale is based in Huntsville, Alabama. So let this thing kind of froth up just a little bit here. It's just a little bit, it's a little bit froth, but 5.1 alcohol by volume. That's pretty decent, I guess, for this beer. But straight to ale, straight Sand Island Lighthouse, German style ale, straight to ale brewery. So I had this beer back. First time I had this in 2013, and every time I would buy it and get it, this thing would always happen. It was this big frothy mess it would make. So much suds up on the top. A lot of head, as you can see. So I'm going to pour some more of this right now. As you can see, the head is still growing by the top. This is I just had recently. It was a kolsch-style. I think from Ballast Point. I just had something from them not too long ago. I think a couple of months ago, back in July. Thought it was pretty decent, but you know, take a whiff of the beer right now. So definitely sense of some hops. I can scent right there immediately. Find something to watch right now. I'm not watching that crap. PBS does this all the time. Okay. Nothing on television. Nothing worth watching. And I'm done about talking about baseball. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking at some baseball games to watch right now. Not really nothing on TV right now. It's just a dead time of year right now outside of football, but really not much else going on. But there's an MLB game of the week. Okay. It has a lot of hot presence. It's very citrusy. I'm smelling right now in this brew right now. A little bit of sense of some sugar, some definitely, like I said, citrus I mentioned on this. The scent is definitely there in this right now. Now that the suds has gone down, I'm gonna add a couple more to this. So my first and last. My first and last beer of the night. So, like I said, very cloudy as you can see in this. And you almost look like a wheat beer in a lot of ways, but which is not. But it doesn't have that look to it right now. The style I'm not really a big fan of. Um, I never have been. I just said I've tried. I know I would always wanted to get it and sample to see what it was about, but again, no fan of this style whatsoever. So that's just me. But anyway, um, It's a bit bland to me. Not bland. I think it's a almost tart, very lemony. Definitely serves, but more lemony in a way with this. Yeah, that's what I kind of am getting. A little lemon spat to this, like almost like a fruit juice kind of thing. Almost could go down as a shandy. In a way, it kind of look like a summer shandy, but which is not. But again, it's perfect for this time of year. As I mentioned, Straight to Ale, based in Huntsville, one of many breweries that have really sort of exploded in the state since 20. I don't know when they started production. I believe I'm going to say 2007, but I could be wrong. If I am, and those who do work at the brewery, please correct me. And if you leave your posts and comments, tell me. But as of now, we've really had a major explosion of craft beers here in the state of Alabama, where we've gotten a lot of good recognition, a lot of good response. Others kind of say, yeah, whatever, you guys are, still a bit slow within the times. But I think if you look at this brewery, you look at, good people, you look at Back 40, you look at Blue Band of Brothers, Blue Pans, we're really beginning to sort of flex our muscle in terms within the brewery world or within the craft brewery world here in the state, and we're getting a lot of recognition. Fairhope Brewery, of course, as I mentioned, which is six throws away in Fairhope, Alabama, which is right across the river. Right there. Just over there, or it could be over there. Yeah. Anyway, so we're really starting to get a name for ourselves within, nationally, but we're still got a ways to go to finally kind of find our way and become to getting sort of the respect we deserve. But um, this is the most. This is the one I tend to get a lot from them. Again, I don't really buy this style. It's this German style, but I really don't buy it as often because it's just not something that I wrap myself around. Again, if you've seen all of my other videos, it's tend to go with you know darker beers or a lager, a high gravity beer, or a pilsner, or whatever style lager you want to say, Euro lager, high gravity lagers. Pilsners, darker beers. Those are the ones I tend to sort of kind of wrap my head around. IPAs, that's the stuff that I will kind of say that yeah, I'll go for and support and have and buy on a given basis, any given day. So Red Sox just hit a home run and say, that's my kind of beer. So anyway, I won't go on with this. It says 83, and for the style, I'm gonna probably go a little lower than this again, maybe because it's not the kind of thing I would get a lot or the style I get. I would say I'll go maybe B minus on this one. So I would say maybe a 77. So if I'm gonna go by scoring range, I'd say 7.5 on this one. I guess B minus. I guess you could say it is. 7 would be a C. 6.5 would be a C minus. So I would rate that as a C. Or this is a B minus beer. It's all right, but not something I'm gonna go and get consistently. So straight to ale, you know, okay, but not for me. So 7.5 score would be for me. So if you've had straight to ale, Sand Island, Lighthouse, German style ale from straight to ale, and you think it deserves a great score or lower score, leave your statements and comments on the bottom. Sean Henderson Pierre, the Beer Ramble, 7.5 score for me. It's gonna keep on watching, and as always, cheers.